everybody, alright, my name is Soleil. Today talking about two fragrances. One that is the highly anticipated, the Black Opium over Red. I always want to say Opium Black for some reason. So, Black Opium over Red, a flanker to the Black Opiums, and then the other one is Tonka Peach, which I will be talking about. That is a fragrance that I've only seen very few people talking about, so I decided to combine them today so that I could talk about the highly anticipated one and then the one that hasn't really been spoken about. So, all right, Opium. I have thoughts. I have so many thoughts. All right, let me go ahead and bring up the page for Black Opium over Red. This is the bottle. All right, so what made me want to buy this is the fact that it has a cherry note in it, which I absolutely love cherry fragrances. If done right, I think that it is a really nice note in the fragrances that I have that are cherry based. And then also the red bottle completely got me. Like, this bottle is just so sexy. It gives like mysterious, sexy date night vibes. It's this beautiful dark red bottle. It's so beautiful. I love it. The only thing I don't like about the bottle is the fact that it leaves fingerprints on it, and that's annoying. So I feel like if I were to use this, I would have to constantly wipe it down with like Windex or something. But other than that, the red bottle is totally cute. All right. The notes. You have cherry, green mandarin, orange blossom, jasmine, black tea, coffee, Madagascar vanilla, Indonesian patchouli leaf. Okay, I have thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. I'm gonna spray this on paper and then spray it on myself. When I first sprayed this, which was a couple days ago, I wanted to get to know this for a few days before making a final decision. It has actually gotten better since the first day, so that's a definite. When I very first out of the bottle, when I got it in the mail, it had that cherry was more of like a sour cherry to me, and it was like sour cherry note and then opium DNA, and they weren't vibing very well. Now that's been sitting for a few days, the cherry note has calmed down as far as like that sour it's not like a sour cherry. It's more of like a regular cherry. I guess with this, I wasn't as excited when I smelled it because it just wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. I went ahead and I looked at all the different flankers. I have the Black Opium Extreme, and then I have the Black Opium Le Parfum. And I went ahead and I looked them up. I don't have the other one, the Extreme up, but I do have the Le Parfum up, which is my favorite. And I realized why I like the Le Parfum. Reason why is because it's got a triple dose of vanilla. So Le Parfum is pear, cinnamon, grand mandarin, solar notes, jasmine, sambac, orange blossom, 3 different vanillas, coffee, vanilla orchid, and patchouli. When I smell these side by side, the Le Parfum and this, the Le Parfum with that vanilla just really came forward and made me think that's what this is missing. This needs more vanilla in it. I don't mind it. Like at this point, I don't mind it. It's just not like moving me. It's not like super exciting. On paper, the cherry really comes forward. On my skin, it blends more into the DNA, kind of becomes more of a background note opposed to the primary note. And then, because I felt like it was missing that extra dose of vanilla, I went ahead the next day that I got this, I wore it to work. I paired it with the Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla Cashmere Body Cream and the Body Mist, and then I topped it with Monty Cassonade, and then I put this on top of that. And that became an interesting vibe. Like that I didn't mind. But after like 2 hours, I'd say. Now I've had my Monty Cassonade for a while now, so it's been able to sit and age. So it's actually gotten stronger. One of the gripes that I had and many other people had about it originally was that it seemed like I was like overspraying the shit on myself just to smell it, and then the smell would just kind of like go away after like 2 or 3 hours. Now it is strong. Like I can spray it on a shirt, put it to the side, grab the shirt next day, and it's going strong. So Monte Castenade has definitely gotten strong over time. So after a few hours, I smelled the Monte Castenade. I didn't really smell this. And again, that's probably because this is new. I'm sure this will, when it ages, it will become more, you know, stronger over time. I mean, even with the last few days, that sourness of the cherry has calmed down. I guess my issue with this is that this bottle right here for 100 ml is $155, and for $155 fragrance, and I have fragrances that are expensive that I mean, I pair everything. I put every fragrance I have, I usually pair it with some other fragrance. But just the fact that I feel like in order to like really enjoy this, I have to pair it, kind of annoys me that I spent $155 on this and I'm not getting the super strong cherry, you know, note out of it. I feel like it's missing some vanilla, so I have to like tweak it. So it's like I have to, at this point, add vanilla, maybe add some more cherry, and then it kind of gets to a point like, why even have this? Because I have the Le Parfum. It's already got the triple dose of vanilla. All I need to do is just combine it with the cherry fragrance that I have and go from there, you know. So I'm debating on returning this. I think I'm going to return it. I do really like the color of this. Like the color of this bottle is so intriguing. It's just so, like on camera you can't really see through it, but just like, I don't know if you'll see, you probably can't. Like when I'm looking, it's just beautiful, beautiful deep red color. It's just, that red is so stunning. I absolutely love it. With the black label, it's definitely very sexy, beautiful to look at, have on my, you know, vanity, whatever, my shelf with the rest of my fragrances. But I just don't know if I feel like it's worth $155. Now I have the other two flankers. I barely ever wear them as is. So I don't know. I guess I was just kind of hoping for more out of this. I was hoping the cherry note would come forward more. Now it is on paper, so there's a chance that as this ages that, you know, spraying it on my clothes, that cherry note might come forward more. I don't know. I'm so torn because I don't hate it. I do like it. I'm not in love with it, you know. It's gotten better over the last few days, I will say that, because when I first initially sprayed this, the cherry was sour and then it smelled perfumey. And I know that's kind of a strange thing to say because that's what it is. It's perfume. But there's like a certain like perfume note in certain fragrances that just makes it smell cheap, I guess. And again, I'm not some like high-end niche fragrance snob. I mean, I just purchased Pistache off of fucking Amazon the other day, and I think that's whatever, 40 bucks. One of my ultimate favorite fragrances is Choco Musk, and I think I got that for like 12 bucks, you know. So it's not that I'm like a fragrance snob. It's just there's certain fragrances I feel like there's a note in it that makes it smell cheap or smell like something that was made like in the 90s or something like that. And when I first smelled this, that's what I was getting. Like that, whatever ingredient is in here, it was giving cheap mall perfume vibes, I guess. But now though, after it's been a few days, it's calmed down. I don't smell that when I spray it. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is an absolute go out and run and grab this. If you already have like Le Parfum, you know, I think that you can totally get the same vibe. Just spray a cherry fragrance with Le Parfum and then, you know, you'll probably get a better experience anyways mixing those two. Then I should have thought about that too before I purchased it. Like I said, the bottle itself made me want this. The red is just so sexy that I was like, I need to have this in my hand. And now that I do, I'm very happy that I got a chance to try it. I just, yeah, I'm just not super happy about it to the point where I want to keep it for a $155 price mark. So that's how I feel about that. If anybody else has tried this and you love this, let me know. On Fragrantica, I mean, I think I was like the only person that had a negative comment when I posted. Let me see. Let me see what the overall rating is so far. 409 out of 5, which is pretty good. Only 88 votes though so far. Okay, so we have a few more now that are talking about this. Yeah, this person, this is the best black opium flanker I've ever smelled. This person, I love this fragrance. Oh, I think it's funny. Someone said, can you stop referring to black opium as BO? Which I get, because when I also type BO, because, you know, bad odor, but I think that's funny. Because I thought about that when I was typing out my review. I was putting BO, and I'm like, it's almost like subconscious telling somebody that it's bad. It's not, it doesn't smell bad. Let me see here. Person, love this person. I'll start by saying, I love this shit, like all capital letters. So there are people that definitely love this fragrance. One person said medicinal cough syrup cherry. I don't get that. I definitely do not get medicinal cough syrup cherry. If anything, I kind of wish there was a medicinal cough syrup, and I would like it to have been like a candied cherry smell, or like a black cherry. I think that would have been nice. Yeah, even when it's like drying down on paper, it's like almost like boring. Like something that, you know, just like cheaper mall. I know I keep on saying that, but it just smells boring. It's not super exciting. Not to me. This person, this is stunning. So there's a lot of people here that really do like this. And you get your other people like myself who are not really interested in it. But I mean, you gotta try it. If you have a store, I wouldn't blind buy this unless you're like a super, like if you love black opium, like you're a collector of black opium, definitely get this. This is definitely for you. But if you're kind of questioning if you should like jump on the hype because everybody else is buying it and, you know, praising it, I would definitely go I would definitely go smell this at the store instead of blind buying it. One thing I love about Sephora and Ulta though is that you can always return something that you purchase. So I think I'm definitely going to be returning this. Yeah. For $155, I want to be a little bit more moved by the fragrance. All right, so let me go ahead and show this again to you. I really wish you could see, but you can't. It just looks kind of boring. But I'm in person, on camera you can't really see, but I'm in person you can see it straight through the bottle. It's red. It's just, it's beautiful. Anyhow, all right, so there's that. That is black opium. The next one that I came across, oh, let me see his name. Redolescence, did I say that right? Anybody? Red O Essence? You know what, let me just type in Tonka Peach because he's only, like 2 people are only talking about this. Redolescence, that's his name, yeah. So he is a YouTuber. He seems to be a fairly famous YouTuber. Yeah, he's got like over 200,000 subscribers. So if you're in the fragrance community, you probably have, if you don't know who this guy is, you probably crossed his videos before. I've never clicked on him before up until recently because when I looked up Johnny, he was only like one of the small handful of people talking about it. And then I went ahead and I looked at his YouTube channel, and then he was talking about Tonka Peach, and then that got me interested in Tonka Peach. So then I had to go ahead and purchase it. So this is what Tonka Peach looks like. This is the bottle. Has this beautiful little peachy marble cap. And this is from the perfumer Gallagher. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Okay. Tonka Peach so far is a 4.12 out of 5 with only 26 votes. There's not a whole lot of people that have come across this. This was launched in 2023, so it might be the end of 2023. So this guy he says that his inspiration was stemmed from the delightful aroma of his peach cobbler, a treat he lovingly prepares during our visits. He's talking about his father. So this was supposed to be inspired by peach cobbler. The notes are peach, tonka bean, champagne, blackcurrant, puff pastry, musk, iris, sandalwood, rosewater, patchouli, and neroli. All right. Let me go ahead and get that little. I cannot stand when you're on a webpage, and the little commercials come over, and they're all like animated. It's like you can see them like all like a little mini video pops up of a commercial. That shit annoys me. So luckily, some of them though you can pause them. Anyhow, all right, go ahead and spray this. And actually, I haven't sprayed on my hand yet. This will be the first. I just got this today, so this is brand new. This is not a first impression because I already smelled it earlier, but it's a first impression as far as like the very first day that I got it. So this is going to obviously age and probably change over time. I'll just do one spray on my hand. Okay, so when I first saw this, I was curious because the puff pastry note that's also in Johnny, and the peach and the Tonka bean, didn't know what to expect because Redolescent said that it smelled like very peach forward, fruit bright. And because that puff pastry and Tonka bean, it's kind of hoping it'd be more like, what it was inspired by, like peach cobbler. But I went in realizing, knowing that there was a good chance that it was not going to be a gourmand scent. So definitely peach. So if you are looking for a peach fragrance, then this is something you might want to think about. I have, which is another thing I was worried about because of the sandalwood. Like I completely didn't know what to expect going into this. I had hopes, but I didn't, I was all over the place because I was like, the only other peach that's really came out in the fragrance community that's like big is Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. I have Bright Peach from Lattafa, which is a dupe, and to me, it smells, on me, I would say it leans masculine. And I don't mind it. I mix it with my Brown Sugar Babe Just Peachy, and a Brown Sugar Babe Just Peachy body oil that's what it is. It's peach. So the Bitter Peach Tom Ford scent, it's okay. I'm not obsessed over it. There is definitely peach there, but there's so much other notes in the background that it's not like a just peach experience. This is interesting. Let me smell on my hand. Oh, that's strange. I don't know how I feel about it on my hand. All right, so on paper, I smell the peach, I smell the champagne note, and I smell the rose water. That rose water comes forward. I'm not a huge fan of rose. I do have Delina and Delina Rosé. I wear them once or twice during the warmer weather, but other than that, they're not like a complete go-to because I'm not a super rose type of person. So when there is rose in something, it usually will come forward and it will stand out to me because I'm not like obsessed with it. This is rose water though, so it's like a very light rose smell. It's not heavy, but I can still smell it. It comes to the top. On paper, I can definitely smell the peach. It's like there's like a battle happening where I'll get hit with peach and then I'll get hit with like rose water, and then that champagne gives it like a very bright, almost leaning into like cleaner, like household cleaner, but then not. On my skin, the florals come forward. Like it smells way more floral. Like if they were just to put like iris, rosewater, patchouli, neroli, I'm not smelling the peach or the Tonka bean, champagne, none of that on my hand. Interesting. It's so interesting when you smell it on paper, then you smell it on your own skin and how it like mixes with your own skin chemistry. Now what I'm hoping is that over time that puff pastry note comes up and it becomes more of a sweeter experience. I don't think that, even though it was inspired by peach cobbler, I don't feel like this fragrance is going to lean in that sweet direction because it's so far away from being sweet. But it's a bright, fruity fragrance with floral in it. It's a bright, fruity floral fragrance. For some reason, they always pair fruits and florals together. Like, I'm like, can we just take the floral out of the equation and just make it like just fruit and sugar, please? So I don't hate it. I'm not obsessed with it. I don't think that this is like absolutely amazing. It definitely is nowhere near Tom Ford Bitter Peach at all. There's no woodiness in it. Even though there's sandalwood, I don't really smell it. It's kind of giving me Yeah, the more I smell it, the more I feel like it's giving me that like household cleaner vibe. On paper, I can smell the peach more. So when I wear this, I'm probably going to wear just peachy and other like, you know, like my vanillas and different things. And then I will put this on my clothes opposed to it sitting on my skin just to keep that peach going. And I'm very curious to see how it's gonna, you know, go, how it ages. So high hopes, the pastry note kind of comes forward. Other than that, it's bright. It's a fruity floral. I'm not obsessed. It's okay right now. It's just okay. But it's kind of giving me household cleaner vibes, definitely. Yeah. But on paper, I can smell the peach with the household cleaner vibe-esque happening. So skin, no. Paper, clothes, you know. So I'm gonna let this sit. If I feel different about this in the future, I will do another video on it. As of now though, I'm not super obsessed with it. It's okay. That's kind of where I stand with it. It's just okay. Yeah. So again, I got Black Opium red over red. Just okay. I got Tonka Peach, and for me, this is also just okay. So, just an okay day. Sadness, but that's okay. What I do enjoy though is I always enjoy trying new fragrances, whether I like it or don't like it. I still appreciate the experience of trying new fragrances. I just love, out of all the things that I have done videos on, makeup, putting on clothes, sharing my shoes, wigs, all that, skincare. Well, skincare I really do love. I can talk about skincare forever too. But fragrances is just my absolutely new love. Like I love this. The only other thing that I probably would do would be on the same page if I like went around tasting food, which I actually thought about doing that at one point, like just sharing like food experience, but I don't feel comfortable going in public and popping up my camera and sitting there eating and talking to the camera. So, but obviously, you know, it's in the same sense area as far as like tasting and smelling. I love trying different foods. I love trying different fragrances. It's just makes life more exciting, more fulfilling. So, all right, that is it. I will be trying to think the next videos I'll be doing here shortly. Oh yeah, I really need to talk. I'm probably gonna make a video in the next 2 days because I really need to talk about my marshmallow fragrance I keep talking about that I have not done a video on. I wanted to do a video on this because I just got this and this is like hyped right now and I wanted to go ahead and put it out there. So my next video in the next few days will be my marshmallow, my absolute favorite marshmallow. So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll be making more videos in the near future and I'll see you guys next time.